All right, welcome guys to another episode of Dive into Real Estate Investing for Newbies podcast. I am your host, Cecil Rose. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Look, we come out every Monday with these podcasts. If you hadn't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify. I always leave a link that gives you access where you can subscribe to the podcast. And for those who have subscribed, I just want to let you know I appreciate it. Appreciate the comments, the questions, and just the encouragement, that the feedback that I've been getting from the podcast. And I hope to continue to give more and more good content to help and to answer questions that some of you may have. Today, before I wanted to start the podcast today, I just want to mention, if you hadn't registered to vote, please register to vote. Also, if please vote, period. We know the November election is coming up, so your vote does matter. So I just hope everyone just go out and vote. And for those who probably have voted early, hey, kudos to you and appreciate it. Today I'll be solo. Today is some things, some questions a lot of people have been asking me, and I just wanted to kind of get to those, as far as dealing with real estate, and just give some content that I use myself for my business, that some other people may not be aware of. So anyway, I want to talk about today at least about 6 different generating websites that I use, free websites to get leads. And as you know, we are in the marketing business. We are not in the real estate business. If you don't have leads coming in, then your business is probably not, you're probably not making any money, and you probably not close. You may be closing deals, but it's taking you a while to build up or to continue to get more leads because you don't have enough leads coming in. And you have to just put more time in the marketing. If you're not marketing, then you need VAs, or you need some assistance doing that. But today I just wanted to talk about some websites that I use personally to start generating some leads. And it's about 6 websites, maybe 5 or 6 websites. So the first website I want to talk about is the GoSection8.com website. GoSection8.com. This is a website, there's a lot of people that are on Section 8, and they get government assistance for a lot of homes that are listed for rent by landlords. So, and every state actually has them. So this site, you can actually just go on. You can probably even put a zip code in. But I use this site because I market to a lot of landlords. And with these landlords, they may be tired landlords dealing with tenants, period. And they may be motivated to get rid of some of these properties after a while because, they may not have had the best of luck with tenants. So this is one website that's free. I recommend. You can just go on there and kind of just scrape the leads. They have the addresses, and they also have phone numbers and the contact information for those homeowners that you can reach out and market to. So that's one, GoSection8.com. The next website is estatesales.net. That's estatesales.net. And I'm going to have these in the show notes. So if you wanted to just go and look at it, make sure the spelling that I'm telling you or how I'm pronouncing it is correct. But estatesales.net, there's estate sales. I know with COVID-19, a lot of people may not have been getting out, but really to add to another one just real quick, you got garage sales. A lot of people who do garage sales, they're actually moving, or they're in a process of selling their home or something like that. So don't overlook garage sales. Estate sales, of course, these are people who are actually selling some type of property that has been involved in an estate. Sometimes they're selling furniture, or sometimes they may be selling the property. So you may have to actually go out to the estate sale and see if you can maybe get in contact with the person who's actually running or in charge of the estate sale or whatever. I usually put in a zip code where I'm targeting, and it shows you addresses of these properties that are having estate sales. So that's another free website where you can start targeting or marketing leads. And then with estate sales, some of these properties may be free and clear, that you don't, that don't have mortgages on them. So they may be tied up with family members or something like that, and they just may be interested in just selling it, or see what, or get some type of cash offer on that property. Okay, so the next one is Airbnb, Airbnb.com. So Airbnb is, I know a lot of people has been talking about it because of with the pandemic and a lot of rental properties. And I think it's hand in hand, because I got a lot of friends that have Airbnbs and they're still thriving. They're still doing good. But I know there's a lot of other people that I know that are having a tough time because of the pandemic, and people are not, a lot of their Airbnbs, they got mortgages on them. So of course, if your tenant, if the person who you're renting the Airbnb out, because Airbnb is more of a hospitality type of business, but if you're not having that particular the house, condo, whatever you have, then you have to pay the mortgage on that. So actually reaching out to these Airbnb owners and finding out, hey, just sending them, letters, hey, we buy houses, or I buy houses, something like that, letting them know that you are interested. If, there's no activity on it, they may try to get it, or these will be more of a good lease to purchase, taking over. And don't overlook that. I'm not just saying, because you got wholesalers, you got investors, you got people that do different creative things with a lot of properties. Some people are doing lease to purchase. I'm looking more into working on doing lease to purchases myself. I've done them, but we know a lot of people with mortgages, they may be upside down, but they could provide a situation where you can take over the payment and just you find a renter or something like that. So uh, Airbnb may be a good way to go. The other website is Zillow. Um, and a lot of people know about Zillow. But the thing about Zillow is, and especially if you don't have access to MLS or some type of software that can give you comps. Zillow gives you comps, and Zillow also probably is one of the, the better websites that have a list of FSBOs, for sale by owners, and also a lot of rental properties. So that's the good thing about Zillow. And then Zillow also have the contact information for these for sale by owners. So if you have a VA or even yourself, you can contact these homeowners and just ask them if they may be interested in selling it, or not just selling it, doing some type of lease to purchase or something, rent to own, depending on how long it's been on the market, and also what's their motivation. So that's a good thing. The other site is Redfin. So Redfin has a lot of real estate listings on it. But with Redfin, it's a lot of older listings, maybe like 60, 90 days type of listings. So, and those are good because if a property hadn't sold in that amount of time, obviously the price may be too high, or uh, the homeowner or the home hadn't just been able to sell. So that's a good opportunity for you to find out, well, what's the motivation? Why is this property not selling? And if it's possible for you to put, a cash offer or something on it like that. So I think that's that's the best thing about Redfin that I have, since I've looked on it and worked it, and I advise other investors or people who reach out to me that don't have access to the MLS or something like that. Another site is Facebook Marketplace. Everybody's online. Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's on social media. And I think with Facebook Marketplace, is a couple of steps you may have to do, because when people advertise their homes on Facebook Marketplace, from what I know, I don't think they have the address on there. So uh, and you taking an extra step to maybe send a message or something asking what that address is and finding out, then I think that'll kind of help you or separate you from a lot of people that are not targeting Facebook Marketplace, looking for homes out there. So don't overlook social media. There's a lot of things on there, and even finding buyers on social media. You can probably find buyers placing some ads or even the homes that you have for sale on Facebook Marketplace. So those are just a couple of sites free websites I wanted to go over. And there's probably a few more that I use, but I think those are kind of my top ones that that I've been using. So Go Section 8, Zillow, Redfin, estatesales.net, Facebook Marketplace, and all these are real good sites, and they're free. The main thing is they're free sites, and you're able to get that information that you need. So look, I thank you for tuning in again. I appreciate everyone, and I look forward to seeing y'all on the next podcast. So remember, don't forget to go and vote. Peace.